Hi and welcome to Little Bits Honeybees. I'm the Skinny Bee Man here. Last week first of all, this is a series for intermediate. This is week 6, just the beginning of week 6. A little early. I missed it on Monday. I usually do these on Wednesdays, but it's supposed to rain the rest of the week, so I need to get these done. It's Monday, May 14th. We pulled a queen out of here and made a split at it. We took her and put her in another box. I checked them yesterday. They're doing just fine. We're going to get in here first of all and see how many queen cells we got, so we know how many boxes we got to get ready for splits. That's what's going to determine the amount of bees we got, and the amount of cells we got is going to determine what we use for, or how many splits we make. And it always varies, depending on the bees. It just depends on the weather, depends on a lot of things. We're going to get in here and see if we got any queen. I'm 100% confident there's going to be cells. I just don't know how many. I've seen a box like this make as few as 1. I've seen them make as high as 30. We're not going to make 30 splits because the box doesn't have enough bees in it to make 30 splits. It just won't happen. So we're going to kind of get in here and see what we got. Kind of give them a little puff. See what we got. They're already roaring. They're queenless. They're not happy. No queen cells on the outside frame. Try to get everywhere we can see. Got one queen cell here. 2, 3. Get to 3. See 3 on this frame. 4, 1 on the back side. 5. So we already know we got more than enough to make all of our splits. It'd be nice if they was all on different frames so we can just take the frames in there and not have to cut any cells off. But we may have to cut cells. You guys need to know how to cut cells and put them in a box. Like I say, this hive is not booming. It never was, but we're going to requeen it. And just because that queen that was in here wasn't a Spitfire doesn't mean her offspring won't be. She might not have been well bred. Could have been a multitude of things why she's not. Well, unfortunately, there's only enough bees in here to make 3 splits. That's just the way it is. There's only enough bees to make 3 splits. So we're going to shut this back up. And I'll readjust the camera. We're going to I'm going to put these in 2-frame boxes. 2 frames are just a lot better. They can control the heat better. They'll build quicker. I'm going to show you a little trick that you can take a Nuke Box or a 10-frame and make it into a 2-frame box. So I'll pause this and we'll get things a little bit ready. Here we just got a standard Nuke Box. We've got the entrance reduced a lot, just about a 3/4 hole in the side. We've got screen wire over it closed up. I'm going to put these splits, the other 2 of the 3, in my 2-frame experimental box. But here's just a standard Nuke box. We're going to pull a frame out over there. We've got a partially drawed frame. You don't want to give them more frames that's drawed right this time of year than what they can cover, because the hive beetles cover it. But to make this a 2-frame box, get you a piece of styrofoam, piece of wood, anything, and just lay it in there and take up the extra space. It'll work just fine. Okay, we got our boxes ready. The best way to make a split is to take this up and close these up and take them to another yard. You don't get the drift on your feet. You can see how far we're moving each bead. We're not going to move them a long way. Just put a frame in there. We're going to make this other split. So we had enough beads to make 3 splits. So we're going to give these 2 splits the strongest amount of bead, because all the field force is going to go back to the original hive. We're actually going to take this frame out and give them their own separate beads on it. Okay, we'll put a lid on that for right now. Keep the beads in there. Hey, we got 1, 2 there. We've already made a split with the queen. That's 3. We're going to leave this box over here. That'll be 4 splits out of a package of 5 potential splits. They got to go out and get mated. We may not get, there's always a chance that they won't mate. You just never know. Now, I'm going to give you a little lesson on cutting cells. try to get it up here close where we can cut, show you how to cut cells. It's easier to do if you got somebody to hold the frames. I do not, so this is a frame holder that I make to hold the frames while I used to cut cells. Try to get them up here close where you can see what's going on. Try to. I'm assuming my hand will be in the way on some of this, but hopefully I can keep my hand out of the way enough. As you can see, the cell's right here. I like to use a knife just like this. It's just a razor knife. It doesn't seem to flex the cells much. What you do, you take your finger and get right on the back side of where this cell's at and put pressure against it so you don't flex that comb. And you only cut on the push stroke, don't cut on the pull stroke. You flex the cell. Cut it about, cut a plug out, inch and a quarter wide. And you just take your finger and push the cell out. Out of practice, hadn't cut cells in for a long time. Here, we got our cell right here. Now, to install that cell, you just come down here to your split. Open it up. Spread your frames apart a little bit. Set that cell right in there on the frames and just mash it just a little bit. That's all there is to putting a cell in. I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back with you. Now, last week I made the comment that I wasn't going to use the package cells that these packages made, and I caught a lot of flack over that. I'm gonna put that out of everybody's mind. And I get a lot of flack about, well, you raise a lot of bees, why do you buy packages? Well, I live in south central Indiana. The south, down in Georgia and in Florida, they're making queens in February. If I didn't buy packages, I couldn't make queens till now. I've been making queens for 6 weeks. And I buy these packages to bring in the yard for the drones that's in the packages. I don't have any drones till now, is the why I buy packages. Secondly, the queens in these packages are just fine. I buy from a reputable package dealer. They're good queens. But I run 6 to 8 bloodlines in this yard, and people want specific bloodlines. So I don't need a bunch of these queens. I need the queens that I'm selling, like Purdue queens, Buckfast, Mike Maulers, VHS Italians, and VSH Carnolians. So that's why I'm not using these. So There we go. See, they're all over this cell. But unfortunately, I don't want this cell in here. Now I do want to tell you, next week when you go to check this to see if it's hatched, you'll take that, they'll have this all waxed in where you can't get it out. You take a razor knife and go down one side real gentle and get it cut where you can slide it off and then lift this frame out and see it. Sorry about the queen. Ouch. Didn't like me. Didn't like me. Here I've got my own queen cell grafted that I'll put in here for them to have. That's styrofoam. About always when you make a split or graft, you want to give them a piece of pollen patty. This hive's done. I put a brick hanging over the front like that. I know that this hive is pinned up, so I won't forget him. If you got to leave them in the yard and pinned up, like these are pinned up. This is Monday. I'll leave them all day today, all day tomorrow. Tomorrow night, after dark, I'll come and open them up. And they'll come out there. They won't fly because it's at night, and they'll get out here and do all their dancing around on the front and this, that, and the other. And then they'll go back in. You'll have less drift on that. But really the best way to do it is to move the hive completely out of this yard, and you won't have any drift. That is the preferred way to do it. Then I'm going to finish the other two. I mean, it's just a repeat of what we've done on this one. And we'll check them next week and see what it is. We got the other package we've been doing. I'll just show you how many cells they got. We're not going in depth. Same process. I'll get things ready for that. As you can see, this is the one we're going to take the splits out of. We're going to move them real far. We're going to put one right here and one right here. These are facing opposite directions. Let me get the camera set up. Okay, we're set up. We're going to see what we got in here. This is a lot stronger hive than the other queen, but we're still probably only going to make 3 splits out of it. I got so much to do today, I don't have time to mess with it anymore. I'm running behind as we speak. Let's see what we got. Actually, nothing on that frame. Nothing on that frame. A little bit of honey on that frame. A lot of honey on that frame. Basically nothing in the top box. Other than we got it drawed out. We got 5 good frames in this bottom. We'll take the 2 best frames and move them over there because, like I say, you're going to have some drift. And then we'll these here will get all the drift back. Well, this frame's only got 1 good cell. This would be an easy one to move for. Got 1 cell right here. We would be able to just take that frame and move it and you'd be done. Got a little bit of brood, a little bit of pollen on it. You're fine. No more queen cells. So we're going to move that frame over into our split. Go to the next frame. A lot of cat brood, a lot of bees. 2 queen cells, cat. You can move this frame. Got 2 capped cells right here. One capped cell right here on this one. Oh, actually, it's an open cell. None there. I think we'll leave this one in here for the original hive, because they'll get all the workforce back. They'll get the drift back. A little bit of brood. No queen cells. A little bit of brood, open brood really, but they're all too open to make a queen cell out of. They got 1 queen cell right here. Let's say we're using grafted cell. Oh, here's another one. They're easy to miss, especially if you're grafting. Okay, we've got our splits pulled out of there. Frame. Let's give these guys a frame of honey. Frame of drugs gone. These are a lot stronger splits than what we just done on the other box. Fill all the frames up. Give them all a piece of pollen. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get my queen cells and put in here, and we got these done. Okay, so we got our grafted cell right here. We'll just open these up a little bit, put it right between the frames. Put the pollen patty right up the side of it. Close this box up. It's done. We'll do the same with the others. Another good thing about grafted cells, the cells they make, we don't know when they made them. Whether they picked 1-day-old larva, 2-day-old larva, or 2.5-day-old larva. So there's like a 3 to 4 day window. Or they could have waited on a day-old egg and it takes 3 days to hatch, and then made it out of a 2-day-old larva. So there's 5 days apart them could be on them there. These was grafted out of 1-day-old larva. I know that these cells I put in here will hatch Wednesday. No questions asked. If they're any good, they'll hatch Wednesday. That's a big advantage of being grafted cells. Hope you guys enjoy the videos. I try to teach all I can. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button. Make sure to hit the bell next to it so you get notifications when we make new videos. We will catch you next week. Thanks for watching.